What's up, everybody? It is Matt Modi with OddsJam, and for this video, I'm going to talk about Caesars Sportsbook, and I'm going to talk about how you can make thousands and thousands of dollars betting on Caesars Sportsbook, and how you can use a tool like OddsJam to do so. So for me, a little bit of background about myself. Like I said, my name is Matt Modi. I'm a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam. I'm also a user of OddsJam. I'm a user of Caesars Sportsbook. As you can see, it's not my most profitable book. It's what's that, third, but $1,600 in profit from Caesars Sportsbook is pretty good. Overall, I'm up about 11 grand using OddsJam. Like I said, 1,600 of that is with Caesars Sportsbook specifically. So this video is just going to talk to you about my process and how I went about doing that. Couple of things to note before I get into it. Number one, if you are not a member of OddsJam, you're not a subscribed member or on a subscription or anything like that, totally fine. What I would recommend doing is look at the description of this YouTube video, fill out the link, the very first link, there's a form, right? Fill that out and you can sign up for a one-on-one tutorial on how to make $2,500 a month using OddsJam. So again, all you need to do is fill out that form just so we can get a little bit of information about you. But once you do that and we have that information, we can schedule a call with you. And again, one-on-one tutorial with our head of customer success on how to make $2,500 a month betting on OddsJam. So I can't recommend enough. Sign up, or fill out that link. It's really important. One other thing that would help me out, I would appreciate, is just if you could like the video, comment on the video, provide your feedback, whether you actually liked it, whether you hated it. Either way is fine. I just want to hear the feedback so I know how to tailor the videos moving forward. Also, and this is the most important, if you could subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, it's really beneficial for all sports bettors, whether you're a beginner or an expert dropping 100 grand a night sports betting. We have a ton of information that would be really beneficial. We have daily picks for the NBA, for the NHL, for the MLB, all profitable picks. We also have a bunch of different betting education, betting advice, and betting tutorial videos out there as well. So subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel, invest in your betting education, and start cashing with us. But like I said, for this video, I'm talking Caesars Sportsbook. So I love Caesars. They're one of my favorite books. They have a lot of really good promos. Their odds are generally pretty good, and I just like the formatting of it, the layout of it as well. So the first thing I look at when I decide whether I want to bet, the first thing I look at when I'm betting on Caesars Sportsbook is I look at this super boost, the super boost. So we see right here, Oshie, Kuznetsov, each to record a point, boosted to plus 175. So looks like it was, it doesn't say what it was boosted from, but that's okay. We know what it was boosted to. Looks like it's a capitals boost. But before finding out whether I want to bet this boost or not, what I need to do is remove the VIG, and I need to find out what the true line of this parlay is. I need to go to oddsjam.com. I need to find out what the true line of each of these players to score a point is. I need to then find out what the parlay odds of those two no VIG fair odds lines are together, and then I can find out if it's a profitable bet or not. So the way you do that, it's very easy. So you go to oddsjam.com and you need three things. Number one, you need a no VIG fair odds calculator. This is completely free on the OddsJam website. Number two, you need the parlay calculator as well to calculate the odds. And number three, I need to find out what the OddsJam perfect line, which is the sharpest line in the world, I need to find out what it prices individually, TJ Oshie and Kuznetsov, I'm not even going to bother pronouncing his first name, to each score a point. And you can get that directly from the OddsJam website. And everything I'm talking about, everything that's on here, is completely free. So it's very easy. You just go to open up these three things. So right now I have Arizona Coyotes versus Washington Capitals. And now all I need to do is find out what the no VIG odds are for them to score a point based on the OddsJam perfect line. Okay, so what I have up here is the stats for player points for this game. The first thing you need to understand is the OddsJam perfect line. So the OddsJam perfect line is pulled from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. We deem this to be the most accurate line, the true line, the sharpest line whatever you want to call it, this is what we believe the OddsJam perfect line to be. But with that said, what we need to do is remove the VIG of the OddsJam perfect line. So every sportsbook, if you're unfamiliar with what the VIG is, it's essentially a tax of what sportsbooks price the odds themselves. So what sportsbooks don't do, they don't charge transaction fees. So you can bet as many bets as you want on Caesars, and you won't get charged a transaction fee for placing a bet. Instead, what Caesars does is they just juice the odds a little bit. So that way they can accept bets from multiple people on both sides of the bet. Multiple people, I mean hundreds of thousands of people can place bets on each side, and they can accept thousands of dollars from people betting on each side. And no matter what, they're going to profit because of how the odds are juiced. So what we need to do is remove that juice, find out what the no VIG fair odds are for Kuznetsov over a point and for TJ Oshie over a point. And the way you do that, it's very easy. So you go to the no VIG fair odds calculator, which I have here, and all you need to do is just type in both sides of each of the line, so the over and the under. So in this case, looks like it's minus 270 plus 185, minus 270 plus 185 puts the true line of this bet at minus 207. So now I need to go to my parlay calculator, type in minus 207, because that's the true line for this play of Kuznetsov to go over 0.5 points. Now I need to do the same thing for TJ Oshie, which is right here. Looks like the odds on his aren't quite as favorable. He's not quite as likely to hit the over, but it's still juiced towards the over. Minus 136 plus 103. 136 plus 103 puts the true line of this at minus 116. So I add it to my calculator, minus 116 puts the true line of this bet at exactly plus 175. And if you remember, that is, or not exactly, I should say, puts it at plus 176, essentially plus 175. So that is what Caesars prices this super boost. So this is actually not a profitable super boost. I'm glad I went through it. I didn't look at this prior to recording because I wanted to find out in real time. And I found out this is not a profitable super boost. So I would not recommend betting this one. But with that said, you see this button up here that says boost. Looks like there are 49 boosts for Caesars Sportsbook. There's a ton. There's NBA boosts. There's MLB. They're all categorized: basketball, baseball, hockey, football, soccer, UFC, auto, boxing. So there's a ton of odds boosts. So now what we can do is, now that we know how to find out whether a boost is profitable or not, I go through, and I won't do each one because 49 is a lot. Basically what I'll do is I'll look for bets that I like myself, and then I'll decide if they are profitable or not. So I'll go through and say, you know what, Valanciunas, Ayton to each go over 19.5 points. I like that one. So what I'll do is I'll go to the Suns-Pelicans game. I'll navigate to the game. I'll navigate to points, and I'll go find out whether it's a positive expected value bet or not. If it's a positive expected value profit boost. As we saw, not everyone is. So important thing to note here, just because a bet is boosted, this has boosted odds, it doesn't mean that it's a profitable bet to make. So it's important that in order to make money betting on Caesars or any sportsbook, when you see an odds boost, you remove the VIG, you find out what the true line of that play is, whether it's a single play or a parlay, and you find out whether it's profitable or not. So I've talked about odds boosts. The next way you can use Caesars to profit is you can take advantage of their promotions, as you see highlighted here. So you just click view all, and it lists everything that they have a promotion for. So some are better than others, and they actually don't have any great promotions running right now. This long ball same game parlay one isn't great. The refer a friend's cool. Same game parlays are cool, but they don't have any risk-free same game parlays as of right now. This one here, I don't think is a good bet. You place a $25 standard parlay and you only receive a $10 free bet. Isn't really that good of a promotion. Most other books have same game parlays that are up to $10. You get $10 risk free. FanDuel has up to $20. You get $20 risk free. So having to risk $25 to only get a $10 free bet, I don't actually think is worth it. But what I will say is that Caesars sometimes does have promotions like that that are good. They just don't happen to be having one right now. So I can still walk through the process of how to place a profitable same game parlay that only I would suggest using when you're getting it risk free. In general, the dirty little secret is that the sportsbooks make the most of their money on people doing parlays because they hit so infrequently, but people love doing them. So sportsbooks just take major advantage of that. So I personally only bet parlays when they're risk free. And the way you do that is, so the way you can profit betting on parlays, it's not that complicated. You just need to stack positive expected value bets onto your parlay. So I showed you how to remove the VIG to find a positive expected value odds boost. You need to do the same thing for a parlay, but instead just find individual positive expected value plays and then stack them on a sportsbook like Caesars to do the same game parlay. An easy way to do this is just go to the OddsJam positive EV page. So it looks like there's a ton for WinBet right now. Just find one for Caesars or multiple for Caesars and lock those in as a profitable same game parlay. Or traditional parlay. It doesn't need to be same game. Another way you can do it is instead of looking at the positive EV page, you can find positive expected value bets directly from the odds page. So what you need to do is, let's say, go to this random play like player assist, and you find in which you are getting the best odds on Caesars. So right here, Chris Paul over 12.5 assists. Caesars has it at plus 120. Looks like the OddsJam perfect line prices that at minus 101, with the other side of it at minus 124. So what we need to do now is remove the VIG. Minus 101 puts the true line of this at plus 110. So getting plus 120 on Caesars, I've already found a positive expected value bet. And that's Chris Paul over 12.5 assists. So you just need to do that for however many legs you get risk-free. In this case, there is no risk-free one, but that's exactly how you do it. You just stack positive expected value plays on top of each other, and that's how you can find a profitable same game parlay. So those are the main Caesars specific ways you can profit. Of course, there are other avenues in which you can profit, not just on Caesars, but any other book. Number one, back to positive expected value betting. So a way you can profit using Caesars is to find positive expected value bets on Caesars. So this Chris Paul one, I mentioned you could add to a same game parlay as a positive EV bet. What you could also do is just bet it straight up. Positive EV betting is my favorite thing to do on OddsJam. It's where I have the most success. So of my 11 grand from OddsJam, a little under 7K of that is specifically from positive EV betting. So you can do that directly from the positive expected value page. List every single situation in which you are getting better odds on a sportsbook than what the OddsJam perfect line has. Of course, this page comes with a subscription. So like I said, fill out that form, the first link you see in the description, and to get on a call. We can get you, if you're not, if you don't quite have the budget for the platinum plan, that's fine. We can get you on the industry plan. If you don't feel comfortable quite yet filling out the form, I would at least recommend signing up for a 7-day free trial. Use the processes and strategies I've talked about in this video from a free trial, and I will almost guarantee you will be profitable. Obviously, I've had down weeks before. Since I've been using OddsJam, I've had 6 total. I've had a lot more up weeks. So hopefully you get on a good week. You use the strategies talked about in this video and other videos on the OddsJam YouTube channel that hopefully you're checking out. And then you can use that free trial to profit. Then maybe we can get you signed up for the month or for the year or for 10 years, depending on how much you love it. But as far as this video goes, that's all I got for you. So again, if you liked the video, would love if you could let me know. Comment on the video. Hit me up at my Twitter handle below, Modi_Matt. Pretty boring. Also, most importantly, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. Invest in your betting education, and then obviously fill that form out so you can get you on a one-on-one tutorial with the head of customer success at OddsJam, so you can learn how you can make $2,500 a month betting on sports. As far as this video goes, like I said, that's all I got for you. So like, comment, subscribe, fill out the form, and have a good one. Thanks for watching.